think the name is appropriate for this PLE, because Deadline seems to be dead on arrival. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger who always tells it like it is. Okay, now don't get it twisted. I do think that these Iron Survivor challenges are rather unique to a point. Plus, I get the feeling that NXT is just a proving ground for match types as well as wrestlers. What else would explain the Fight Pit and War Games moving to the main PLEs? But I think the WWE has overestimated the average member of its universe's ability to comprehend such a complex match like this. Even Impact's King of the Mountain match looked at this and said, "Dude, keep it simple, stupid." A lot of people at the Performance Center will be asking each other, so what happens now? With every minute of the 25-minute clock that goes by. It's not like the rest of the PLE can hold them up. A vengeance match between two possible future NXT Women's Champs. The tag champs going against a veteran team from the main roster. And, okay, so the NXT title match looks good. You know how I like it when big guys clash like rhinos on the Serengeti. So, let's see if I can end 2022 with at least a 4-1. Not likely, but I can dream. Here are my picks for NXT Deadline. Let's start, like I did last time, with the only match sans real consequences. Alba Fire versus Ilsa Dawn, or should I call it the last good remnants of NXT UK's women's division. I will say it was interesting to have Ilsa come back from the ashes of NXT UK by preventing a former UK champ from winning the NXT women's title. And Dawn has been showing she's no slouch. She will get in your face and smack it off if she has to. Of course, the wrestler formerly known as Kaylee Ray has been building a rep herself. And I'm certain she's a little cheesed at being left out of a chance at a rematch with Mandy Rose. But if NXT wants to push Dawn, there's no better way than having her go up to the biggest bitch in the yard and knock her off. Winner is Ilsa Dawn. NXT Tag Team Championships. Pretty Deadly defend against the New Day. Okay, can we please stop this? I mean, I know the tag team division in NXT is severely lacking, even worse than the main rosters, it seems. But we have to stop this run of having veterans from the main roster crashing NXT and demanding title matches. We already determined that NXT is back to being the minors to Raw and SmackDown's majors. We do not need major leaguers showing up the up-and-comers. Not to mention that all the times that's happened only worked once. And I still find it hard to believe that Dolph Ziggler beat Braun Breaker that time. Enough! Kingston and Woods, let Prince and Wilson continue their time in the sun. Then, when they hit the big rosters, you can push them to higher ground while you wallow in obscurity. Winners and still champs, Pretty Deadly. NXT Championship, Braun Breaker versus Apollo Crews. Okay, if Shawn Michaels has any gray matter left in his skull, this should be the final match of the night. After enduring 2 Iron Survivor matches, the crowd needs something simple. And what's simpler than 2 behemoths who move pretty fast despite their sizes, bashing against each other in the ring for the brand's biggest title. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you folks. I am hoping Crews to win. After all the ridiculous things he's been through since going to the main roster, not the least of which being that Nigerian Prince crap, the man deserves some proper gold. Now, true, the wrestling community views the NXT title as a step below Intercontinental and United States titles, but hell, a brand's title is a brand's title. And I really think it's time for Steiner's little boy to get into the big leagues and see if he can do what his Uncle Scott did in WCW. I'm pretty sure I'll regret this decision, but I'm going with my heart instead of my brain here and say winner and new champion is Apollo Crews. Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. Winner gets a shot at the NXT Women's title. It looks for all the world like she who comes in at the 15-minute mark has a distinct disadvantage given less time to get points. But this evens out because those that start off at 0 minutes will be a bit worn out and thus easier to beat. I do think all the ladies in this match have what it takes to challenge Mandy Rose legitimately, but Zoe Stark, Kiana James, and Cora Jade are on the same side as Toxic Attraction, so not likely. Because of this, I would pick Roxanne Perez, but, well, I'm not sure what side Indy Hartwell's on. She had seemed for the time since Dexter Lumis left that she was on the heel side, but the way she's face-to-face Rose last week, it has me wondering. In any case, it seems to be strong body versus strong heart in this one. I think Hartwell will come in at 5 minutes, get a few points, then Perez comes in and scores some of her own, and just as Perez is about to pin Hartwell to tie it up, the 25 minutes will expire. Don't worry, she'll take it well enough. Winner is Indy Hartwell. Finally, Men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Winner gets a shot at the NXT Championship down the line. Now, you would think I would DQ Axiom because, well, he's the only face in this heel fest, but that's not why I'm picking him. I'm picking him because he's a thinker. And against 4 chaotic superstars, you just can't think of a strategy to best them. So who gets a shot at Cruz or Breaker? Grayson Waller? Nah. Oh, he may get 1 or 2 points in, but he's the easiest of targets outside of Axiom. Joe Gacy? Nah, the rest of the schism might interfere too much and get him disqualified more than once. That leaves J.D. McDonough and Carmelo Hayes. Again, having someone in his corner might be detrimental for Hayes. Best to leave Trick Williams in the back. And McDonough had already tried for the title several times this year. If both he and Ilya Dragunov couldn't keep Breaker down, what chance does he have solo against him or Cruz? A secondary title is usually a stepping stone for the primary title, and Hayes deserves a chance to take down a big guy. Winner is Carmelo Hayes. Those are my picks. This is going to be a long December. PLE. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blogger who always tells it like it is. Stay safe, pray for peace, and I'll see you